Nothing is going to come out of it, I promise you. Do not fall a victim of the Nigerian state because of your hatred for freedom. Do not fall a victim of the Nigerian state because of the peanut you receive from the secretariat. Secretariat will be raised in time to come. I am telling you. We are still watching them. Let any secretariat open and you see what Biafra is going to do to that secretariat. That land belongs to us, and we dictate and decide how we use it. And after that, we'll rebuild our land. So Biafra government needs your support to make sure that we achieve this particular step-by-step delegitimization of Nigeria until December, when we will have our convention in Finland. Thank you from here, and may God bless you. I don't want to waste your time. And let us go to the main program that we have today in the United States. I love all of you.
PM.
Una fuga de bataluga.
Nigeria is dealing with a wrong generation.
Yes.
I promise them that. Very wrong generation. After this, Biafra, liberation, if they hear Okechukwu, they hear Njoku or Onagise, they will know that they will have some kind of reservation. The media team and the United States of America, the Biafrans in the US, over to you. I will be watching and listening. I'm ready to answer any question, please. If you have any question that to ask me, I will be here to address. But remember that the most important thing here is that we must, support the Biafra Defense Forces, and of course, many other activities that we are doing, including the lobbies, including other agency fees, consultation fees, and all that the government is. How we even do this is what I don't know. I am telling you the fact. I am telling you, but God is wonderful. I used to tell the Minister of Finance that, I don't know how this is happening, but every project, we're executing them. Sometimes it's difficult, sometimes, but believe me, how we do this, I don't know. I really don't know. But I know that I catch you there. That's why everything is possible. Thank you all for supporting, and we remain consistent in what we do, and Nigeria will continue to cry. There one.
All right, thank you so much. Your questions may come now.
Yeah, sorry, can I just throw this question, please?
Yes.
Okay, thank you, sir. But my PM, sir, I remember you've always told us, the day Biafra will come, and then you have a 5 years project to restore Biafra. And suddenly, and you also told us that you will bring Finland to Biafra land. And while I was listening to Alexander Stubb today, I discovered that he told the Ukrainian people that they fought for their own independence from 1939 to 1944. And I decided to take my calculator. It was 5 years. Keep myself, sir. Is it by happenstance or by divinity that you are working so hard to make sure that ours also becomes 5-year project? So I've seen it, and it's almost coming to pass. It's a question that I'm really interested to hear from you, sir.
I know that many of you will do that. I know that many of you will take your calculator after watching the President of Finland's speech to calculate how many years. And so I'm not surprised that this question is coming. But as you know, everything about Biafra is divine. When I make that proclamation, I did not even consider how many years Finland fought. That is the fact. I didn't put it into consideration, But before joining the Biafra struggle, I undergo different, different spiritual thing, So on my own, it is not just something that I wake up. When I came, I came. When I came out, I came out. And those who followed the beginning, the first time I ever made any video on social media about Biafra, I said that Nigeria, it is time to bring out your best. I know why I made that comment. And of course, those who were fighting with Nnamdi Kanu then, some of them who knows me very well in Finland, I didn't know that these were actually just a political pressure group. Like now you can see the difference between freedom fighting movement and the political pressure group. Political pressure group, they are, and Nnamdi Kanu was fronting himself as a leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, hoping that the people following him are actually following him for the same purpose. But today, you can see that God has exposed them. You can see that they are now romancing Nigeria. You can see that those things they were accusing me of is actually what they are doing. You can see that today they are telling you how Nigeria is a sovereign state and all that. They are recognizing Nigeria sovereign state. You can, so these are the things that, I'm a little bit deviating because these are just something connected. So what I have to tell you is that when I made that statement, I did not consider Finland 5 years of war with Russia. I remember that that's a different thing. Remember that Finland, 5 years, it was 5 years of war. It was not actually 5 years of agitation. So it's a different thing. So if we would begin to calculate Finland, independence move, it dated back to 18 something, okay? Like the other day, I tried to explain the fight for independence. And one thing you should know is that before Finland got independent, they have some kind of autonomy. That's what people don't know. They actually had some kind of autonomy. They have some kind of autonomy that they were able to check how they can govern themselves. And that's exactly what we have actually replicated so far by creating the de facto government. And Nigeria don't know what we are doing. And we can see how it has worked. We have also tested it by the exile government. Finland did not have exile government, like we are having now, even though other countries have exile government and all that. So it is something that just, is just a divine statement I made. And I'm following that statement, the December, this declaration, so many people don't know how this declaration is going to happen and what we expect to, how we are going to move very fast after that. But maybe when they will be watching the program live, and then the rain will begin to fall. Because the program alone, I don't want to say what we're going to do, but believe me, I believe you're going to be here in Finland. You are going to have.
Yes, I'm going to be there live and direct.
You're going to have a special task. You're going to have a special task, in the meeting.
Yes, sir.
I will tell you when you come. So because I want this particular one to be captured, it's going to give a shock wave. Well, what you're going to see when you come to Finland. I don't want to say it here, so that but let it be like that. So yes, 5 years is 5 years, and 5 years is this year. It's actually ending this December. So this December, after the declaration, we move to the phase 2 of the liberation of Biafra, which is fighting to recognize Biafra government and at the same time delegitimizing Nigeria. With the authority given to us by the Biafra people, over 50 million voted already. You can't ignore that. Nobody in this world will ignore the number of votes we have gained from the self-referendum. It is already in Wikipedia, approved by Wikipedia. You can never ignore it. The more they try to look down on what we are doing, the more we get validity and legitimacy from the outside world. You're going to see it happening. So when they were telling you, nobody's supervising it, where is the UN? What is happening today? Are the think tank not reporting it? Are the, many institution, policy-making institution in the world not reporting the Biafra self-referendum? They don't know what is coming. Just watch and see. We have outsmarted Nigeria, and there is nothing that will make Nigeria not to break up. And I'm leading this breakup of Nigeria. Thank you.
Yes,
Obatobi, you are welcome to United States of America. We greatly appreciate the efforts you are making in trying to make sure that we have our freedom. Sorry, I am not in the house, in the Massachusetts house. This is Prince CK calling from United States of America. But I still have to join because I know what we are doing that is very, very important. I just have a question to ask. This question is this. What do you think, Obatobie, could be the intention of Nigerian government trying to limit Biafrans as a Southeast, even when they know that Biafra is beyond Southeast? Because by their action, and if you look at, just like you said, a lot of things they are doing, which indirectly they are telling us that they have recognized that Biafrans are going. By everything they are doing, they are trying to remove Southeast in it. And they know that Southeast, Biafra is far beyond Southeast. What do you think would be their intention, sir?
Their intention is just as stupid as them. That is exactly what there is no intention. You know, the point is that it is even good they are doing it. You know, they think that the Biafra we are fighting is the Biafra of when they created the 6th geopolitical zone. First of all, the 6th geopolitical zone was a fraud. Nobody voted for it. So they don't know where we are coming. You know, one thing is that, you know, Nigeria is looking, they don't look beyond their nose in this whole thing we are doing. They are looking at our faces. They're looking at Ojukwu failed. They're looking at Biafra failed, you know, in the 60s. They're looking at the 3 million children that died. So they were, you know, they are still taking us for a joke. And I like it because, you know, if they had taken me very seriously when Nnamdi was kidnapped, you know, maybe, who knows? But, you know, so I like the fact that they enjoy my dancing, enjoy my, you know, my laughing and making all those content creators, they call me. I like it. So let us continue to take us as a joke, like this is just for Southeast. Well, I will not say much, but the promise I'm making to the Biafra people and to them is that we have a map, okay? We have a well-defined map of Biafra, undisputed. So we are not just fighting for Biafra on the basis of the 6th geopolitical. So it's a fraud. It was not the agreement of the entire people. So we have our history. So we are going back to 1914. That's where we are going. So it's not the 6th geopolitical zone of yesterday or Obasanjo yesterday. No. So we have a map. I will not allow these people to continue to change the demography for their own interest. So we have a map, and that's where we are. And the reason why they are already giving us the Southeast like they are doing is because of the activities, which is somehow limited to the part of the Southeast. But I'm telling you, after December, we will shock them. Just watch and see.
Okay. Thank you so much, Mr. Prime Minister. And I want to appreciate the good work you are doing. And we believe God will help us to achieve our country. Thank you so much.
Yes, sir.
Luma, over to you.
Yeah, greetings, my fellow Biafrans, and all protocols observed. Welcome, His Excellency Mazi Simon Ekpa to the United States. Running out of time to go to work. That is why I just put up my hand for me to make my updates. So without wasting much of your time, yes. My update goes like this. Nonyem Omilikwe 250 Jemma.
I hope utmost success. Dear Honorable Prime Minister Simon Ekpa and Nnamdi Kanu, you're strong in every single way. I hope utmost success for the freedom of Biafra as the country grows in its economy and culture. You both are strong, worthy, and wonderful. I've never seen any more determined person that's more brave than you. I hope someday Biafra will become a strong country with many men to fight and serve. The wonderful country of Biafra. I believe Biafra will become a strong and powerful country. One day, Biafra will be known as power and strength.
We say,
Thank you very much. We will definitely be one of the powerful country, and you, the young one, will sustain it. Remember that. Remember that we give a lot to fight for this freedom when it comes. And you must do everything to protect this freedom and sustain the prestige that we are building today. You must understand that. Very, very important. The young ones must make sure that they understand the importance of freedom.
Yes, Mr.
Thank you.
Thank you. That's a beautiful poem. We're proud of you, children. Thank you.
The Nigerian army has arrested a high-profile IPOB commander in the land of the indigenous people of Biafra. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome back to this wonderful channel where we bring you back-to-back update and information as the hot. In case it's your first time of joining us on this wonderful channel, kindly go ahead and subscribe, like, comment, share, and also remember to on your notification button so that whenever our news drop, you go be the first one to collect them. Let's go down to the news proper as the hot. You know, Shelley, as the Nigerian army, the NIG military has arrested a high-profile IPOB commander in the land of the indigenous people of Biafra. And the full detail of the information, according to Vanguard News, the Nigerian military, in collaboration with the Department of State Service, DSS, has arrested a top commander of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB. The arrest, which was confirmed by a verified source, was made possible through intelligence gathering and joint efforts between the military and DSS. According to the military statement, the arrested commander was actively involved in coordinating IPOB activities in Ebonyi State and had recruited mercenaries for further attacks. The operation, which took place on September 9th, 2024, has sparked mixed reaction from the public, with some questioning the necessity of the arrest and calling for the military to focus on apprehending other high-profile targets such as Bello Tuji. The arrest comes amid ongoing insecurity concerns in Nigeria, with the military facing pressure to take decisive action against anti-military groups and terrorists. The collaboration between the military and DSS in this operation highlights the importance of the interagency cooperation in addressing security challenges. As the situation continues to unfold, it remains to be seen how this arrest will impact the activities of IPOB and the broader security landscape in Nigeria. Don't say Taylor. Whenever it comes to the one that concerns Southeast, you will see this soldier, you see DSF, you see civil defense, you see everybody gallivanting. Everybody will be acting as if and then be the boss because they know that apparently this one concerns Nnamdi, and somehow Nnamdi does not have enough mouth in the federal government, you know, because the president now the Yoruba brothers, the vice now the Hausa brother, they ask even the Senate now for Senate president from South. Deputy Kwanonko, all this way the same. And you see, say, Igbo man, no get mouth for that their preparation, where we say they there. And he no get any strong talk, where we say Igbo man go fit talk for that talk. And you find out that the Igbo themselves are even problem to themselves, because if you go to other states, like the northern states, you find out that seeing this police checking point and the rest of them, they are rare, something rare. But when you come to Ali Igbo, if you are going to Enugu, if you are going to Anambra, if you are going to Imo State, if you are going to Abia State, if you are going to Port Harcourt, you will see these police people lined up, taking money from conductors, passerbys, and the rest of them. Nobody is saying anything. But it doesn't happen like that in the north. And if you go to the north, like this Tuji Bello, who has been terrorizing the northern part of Nigeria, and the government have failed to apprehend such a person, The question is, why are they apprehending people who are on legal process of achieving their freedom? Because IPOB has many times stated emphatically that their mission is not a violent mission, that they are here to bring another nation, to bet another nation that is called Biafra, of which you know that 1967 to 1970 there was a banter, of which after the then head of state, Gowon, he said no victor, no vanquish. That is to say that nobody win for the war. Meanwhile, but before we continue on that information, something don't happen for Zamfara. Air Force don't buy notorious terrorists and 38 others in Zamfara State and Nigeria Air Force. Now then they do that one. They say they don't go for that place, so they then finish the notorious boys where we say they did there and they buy about 30 something. Let's go down to the full detail of that information. The Nigerian Air Force said the notorious terrorist Kingpin Haliu Sububu has been killed by its special forces, although based in Zamfara. Sububu terrorized communities in Sokoto, Niger, and Kaduna states. Sububu's death comes a few hours after the Nigerian army announced the death of another terrorist kingpin in Zamfara state, Halilu Buzu. Confirming the death of Sububu in a statement on Friday, the Deputy Director of Public Relations and Information Nigerian Air Force Group Captain Kabiru Ali said NAF Special Forces of Operation Hadirin Daji and the company of other ground troops initiated a follow-up exploitation mission after troops encountered terrorists in the vicinity of Meyanchi during the mission. It was confirmed that 38 terrorists had been neutralized, with 4 bodies retrieved for verification. In addition to the elimination of the terrorists, a significant cache of weapons was recovered, including 2 rocket-propelled grenade RPG tubes, 1 RPG bomb, 3 PKT machine guns, 5 AK-47 rifles, 29 magazines, and over 1,000 rounds of ammunition of varying calibers. Meanwhile, 2 prominent northern groups, the Arewa Youth Consultative Forum and the Northern Awareness Network, have commended the Nigerian Army for killing Buzu and some of the fighters in Zamfara State and Northwest. In a statement in Kaduna on Friday, AYCF President General Yerima Shetima noted that the recent military engagement with bandits showed a newfound tenacity departing from previous operations. You don't surely this one a big English. Now these people they speak here, but now for Zamfara, this thing they happen, and you agree with me that there is no state now in Nigeria that is safe for anybody. No state is safe for anybody in this country called Nigeria. If you are working, anything you are doing, they say that they call them Oyo. Oyo. They say Anambra State Assembly amends electoral law ahead of LG elections. So the government we will get now the government of Ntona Owo. The government of Ntona Owo. Because if not the government of Ntona Owo, tell me the amendment of the constitution before the election. Why should it be amended? Maybe apparently the governors are trying to see how well they can create loopholes where they can be able to be, diverting local government funds, because that has been the order of the day. It was recently that a bill was passed whereby the local government will have its own autonomy. But in Anambra, my home, my country, they say they want to do what is called amendment of that particular constitution to be able to use it before the election. Meanwhile, since when Mama give birth to me, I never see any special thing where we say you go say government don't do. Is it water? Now people dig their own water. Is it house? And now people they pay for their house rent. Is it building? Now people they build their house. Is it school? Government does not give loan for you to go to school and pay them back. the government of Nigeria, which are managed by few blackheads, are minded to their own pocket. What they want is that one that will enter into their pocket. If not their pocket, forget about it. And that is what has been killing the nation, because everybody is fighting for their pocket. Everybody is just fighting for their personal pocket. You know, Shele, as e dey be, somebody don't talk, so they say you should apologize to God and to us, so your sins will be forgiven. Delta State Governor 8 knocks actress Ekene Umenwa over her Virgin Mary inspired maternity photos. E get one woman wey dey art movie wey they call Emeka Umenwa. She wan go take maternity photo, and na the rest wey be say she go choose wear, and to make she dey like Virgin Mary. And na one boy dey tell am say him go suffer, say make him apologize to the people and also apologize to God, so that God can forgive that sin. But do you think that God care about some of these things? Or maybe, you know, or that's okay. Meanwhile, this is where I'll be winding down the curtain, and if this is your first time of joining us, kindly go ahead, subscribe, like, comment, and share, and also remember to on your notification button so that whenever our news drop, you will be the first one to collect them. Thank you for listening. God bless you.